video is made possible by EA Game Changers. My opinions are my own, and thank you to EA for allowing me to participate in this event. Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another video on Snowy Escape. So, let's talk about two features we're getting soon that will add more depth to our Sims relationships and personalities that have surprised me so far. Sentiments and lifestyles. Sentiments are how two Sims feel about each other based on experiences they've had together. This will be available for all players with the update that should be coming out on November 10th, the Tuesday before Snowy Escape's release on the 13th. If you do have Snowy Escape, then your Sims will be able to get some sentiments that are tied to gameplay in that pack as well. Lifestyles reflect your Sims' actions and habits over time. Unfortunately, they are only available through Snowy Escape. We'll start off with sentiments. These can last from days to weeks depending on the strength of that sentiment, though it is possible through player intervention to make them shorter. After interacting with another Sim, it is possible that you may see a thought bubble appear near them. You can check what sentiments your current Sim has by going to the relationship panel, which will temporarily change to an icon of a yellow book with a heart on it if you did just get a new sentiment. Then you can click on a Sim's icon, and there's a new option to open the Sim's profile, another new free addition to the game. Another way to get to it is through the conversation panel at the top of the screen while you're talking to another Sim. Among several stats such as the Sim's age and things like their career and traits if your Sim happens to have learned them already, the profile also tells you the sentiments your Sim has towards the Sim you've clicked in the relationship panel and that Sim's sentiments towards yours if applicable, because not every sentiment is mutual between the two Sims. So that adds another layer of depth. Apparently, one-sided crushes are even possible now. There's categories such as close sentiment, happy sentiment, enamored sentiment, and bitter sentiment. I'm not sure if that's all of the categories, but those are the ones that I ran into. It's possible to have up to 4 sentiments on a Sim at a time. What surprised me the most about this new system, though, is that with it, they seem to have also reinterpreted 2 social systems from The Sims 2 that I've really wanted: fury and romantic chemistry. The bitter sentiments are like fury in that they make Sims angry at each other and get tense or angry in their presence. It also makes socialization between these two Sims extremely difficult. I even had an apology rejected, which I've never seen before. And don't bother trying to invite the other Sim over if they have a grudge against you, because they will turn you down. The only weird thing is that when I visited the other Sim's house, they still let me in. You could still take it as, oh, another one of the family members let him in, since it's only one of the Sims in the household that has a grudge against him. But my gut feeling says even if every Sim had a grudge against him, or if the offended Sim was the only one at home, nothing would have really changed. How is romantic chemistry brought back, though? Well, it appears to be strictly trait-based, but I discovered the opposite attracted sentiment after a successful date with Bob and Eliza Pancakes. And it reads, opposites attract. Eliza has romantic feelings for Bob, even though they are very different Sims. With slob being one of Bob's traits and neat being one of Eliza's, this is probably what made this sentiment possible. I still want to be able to choose turn-ons and turn-offs Sims 2 style, since that covers more ground such as hair color, clothing type, skill, being higher up in a career, and even a cult type. Sims 2's chemistry system also had ranges of attraction from -1 for being repulsed by another Sim, and up to 3 bolts for positive attraction, which is not present in The Sims 4 still. Hopefully the sentiments are just the starting point to add more layers of attraction later. There was one experience I had with sentiments that I personally found a little strange. The bonded during epic mountain climb sentiment that I unlocked for 2 of my Sims after climbing to the top of Mount Komorebi so easily vanished in favor of the deeply connected sentiment. I figured the mountain climb one would stick around for a bit longer, considering my Sims climbed a mountain together, which is no small feat. The deeply connected sentiment does sound like an overall stronger sentiment, but it's a shame that the more unique mountain one easily went away and was completely replaced by the other one. There's still some room for improvement too. Right now, sentiments only apply to things from the base game and Snowy Escape, so that means there's nothing for moments like, say, bonding over karaoke in City Living, or having rivalries between Void Critter trainers in Kids Room stuff. The sentiment should also be expanded to accommodate more Sims in an experience at a time. For example, I had Jeffrey Landgrab divorce Nancy. They both resented each other afterwards, which makes sense, but Malcolm witnessed this divorce happening and felt nothing. In my opinion, he should have started a grudge with Jeffrey for initiating the divorce, and have a sentiment with Nancy where Malcolm feels sorry for her. With lifestyles, there's a total of 16 that are possible to earn, and each sim can have up to 3 of them unlocked at a time. Here's a few examples. Adrenaline Seeker, a lifestyle for Sims who seek out danger, adventure, and sometimes even drama to ride the wave of an adrenaline rush. To acquire or maintain this lifestyle, explore dangerous locales, get into fights, woohoo outside, work in a dangerous career, and seek out excitement in all its forms. Just be sure to avoid the mundane, and the effects include various benefits when thrill-seeking, avoids boring conversations, does not panic during fire and finds it exciting, increased work performance in dangerous careers, can talk about new adventure and enthuse about thrill-seeking with other Sims, can fight for the rush after having gone too long without a thrill, bored when performing mundane interactions and socials, and tense when going too long without excitement. Coffee Fanatic, I imagine many of you could relate to this one. Sims who live in a coffee fanatic lifestyle want nothing more than another cup of Java in order to reap its benefits. To acquire or maintain this lifestyle, drink a lot of coffee. Lifestyle effects, various benefits after drinking coffee, will make and drink more coffee than other Sims. Brewed coffee is always outstanding quality. Increased skill gain in all skills after drinking coffee. Can talk about benefits of coffee or laments the detriments of coffee depending on caffeinated status. Can work caffeinated shift while at work. Increased work performance after drinking coffee. And uncomfortable after going too long without drinking coffee. Single and loving it. Sims living a single and loving it lifestyle happily enjoy the single life and savor their independence. To acquire or maintain this lifestyle, avoid being in a committed romantic relationship and romantic media. They get various benefits when single, increased skill gain in all skills when single, less likely to acquire romantic sentiments, finds romantic media somewhat unrealistic, increased work performance when single, and tense when in a new committed romantic relationship. While these are less exciting to me than sentiments, I was surprised at how challenging they are to get. It's not like those memes where your Sims can go from being complete strangers to being married within 24 hours. The lifestyles actually take a decent amount of time. Lifestyles have a limit on their progress that can be maxed out each day. There will be a notification that will tell you when you've hit that cap. The lifestyle I was closest to earning legitimately in my limited playtime was Indoorsy, which took 5 days just for the game to tell me that it was in progress. I still had to try and maintain that Indoorsy lifestyle in order to fully unlock it along with its positive and negative aspects. So thankfully, it's not all sunshine and rainbows with these lifestyles. Indoorsy Sims, for example, won't like spending too much time outside and have decreased work performance in outdoor-related careers. Certain lifestyles can oppose each other, such as single and loving it and hungry for love. You will not be able to have both of those at the same time, but you could get rid of one of them and end up with the opposite later on. It's also possible to lose your Sim's current lifestyles if you don't keep doing actions that relate to the lifestyles. I'm not sure how difficult they are to lose since I only fully unlocked some lifestyles by using cheats and didn't get around to playing more than a day after getting them. If you activate the testing cheats on cheat, and then shift-click on your sim at the same time, there's a new option to instantly add or remove lifestyles. Also, if you don't want to wait to remove a lifestyle, you can call a lifestyle coach on the phone or buy a potion from the reward store to instantly get rid of it. I do find some of the lifestyles sound very similar to traits that we already have. Like for example with Outdoorsy, it's about doing activities outside, and with the effects, they have various benefits when doing outdoor activities, prefers to be outdoors, increased work performance in outdoor careers, and tense when spending too much time inside rather than outside. The only really unique thing I see there is increased work performance in outdoor careers. As a side note, I do find those career benefits interesting because that basically would mean that they would have had to go back and categorize all these careers that we have in the game now into separate categories. For a few examples, there's ones like outdoor careers, tech careers, low energy, and high energy. For both lifestyles and sentiments, it would be interesting to see if it's possible to mod them. Unfortunately, I don't have an answer for that. In conclusion, while I feel sentiments are the stronger addition and thankfully the one that's being given to us for free, both sentiments and lifestyles from my first impressions are both pretty good additions to the game, and the best thing to add more depth to the Sims characters themselves since the Get Famous exclusive reputation system. Hopefully even more depth can be added next year, but for now, it already feels weird going back to playing my normal game without these two systems. So I think that says a lot about how much value they add. In a private livestream that was held for Game Changers, the Sim Gurus noted that these two features were made in response to player feedback about needing more personality for our Sims, which I find very encouraging. Feel free to let me know in the comments section below what you think about lifestyles and sentiments, and be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralives, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!